Yo, archives. Okay. As you can see by the title, um, don't cheat the process. But didn't even do the intro. As you can see, we back with another video. Um, the light literally went off like 10 minutes before, not like 15. I was about to start and then it just cut off. So, we back to darkness. So, like I said, as you can see by the title, don't cheat the process. The process is the process. The process is however long the process is, and it's really however long you make it, honestly. Um, but it's the process that you can't cheat. Um, you can't cheat the process at all. You can't cut corners. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's not the way, because as soon as you start cutting corners, crazy stutter. As soon as you start cutting corners, as soon as you start cheating the process, start doing things that's not realistic, to whatever it is you're chasing, you're never gonna feel, how do I put this? You're never gonna really feel like, I want to say, you made it, honestly, or that like you accomplished this, you accomplished that. A lot of the time we see our peers or we see people who have what we want, right? I can tell you, and I don't want to be like, yo, this person just cheated, but literally 50% of the people that you see have cut corners. They cheated, And I'm not going to say it's okay to cut corners, because it's not. Like, cheating is not right. Cheating is not good in any aspect, any form, but everybody has, I'm not speaking for everybody, because you probably haven't cut corners. But a lot of people that have cut corners, they cheated to make it. They did this, they did that, and I'm just here to tell you, don't do that, because regardless of if you do it or not, it doesn't determine if you will make it or not. If you cut one corner, it doesn't mean you won't make it. You know what I'm saying? As long as, I guess, you ask for forgiveness and everything, all will be forgiven, right? But I just don't like the feeling of cutting corners, because then how can I really feel accomplished, Like, if I was to cut corners in streaming, if I was to cut corners in content, how would I really feel happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would I really feel accomplished? Like, I did this. Like, I didn't do this. Like, I cut a corner to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do this at all. A lot of people cut corners just in life, man. They do it all the time to get to where they want to be, to get to where they want to be faster, because nobody likes being patient anymore. Patience is a lost. It's a lost skill. Definitely lost skill. A lot of people don't have that anymore, so they cut corners. They cheat. They influence you to cheat. I had one of my dogs, closest friend. He was asking, we was on the phone one day, and he was talking about scamming. And I was like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, don't do that. I was like, don't do that, bro. That's not the way. Like, you cut corners to try to get money faster, and that's not the way. It's gonna backfire on you one day, bro. Don't do that. It's like, because at the time, a lot of people were scamming. People scam every day. A lot of people scam every day. The people that y'all be seeing do the money spreads all the time, they be scamming. I promise you, they be scamming. So at that time, scamming was like a big thing, and he was, saying, trying to hop on the train, trying to jump on the train. I was like, nah, bro, don't do that. I was like, don't scam, bro. That's not what it's intended for you, bro. Don't try to compare. Don't try to take the easy route, bro. Just keep your head down and grind. You're gonna make it eventually, bro. You're gonna be higher than them. Like, scamming only can get you so far. Like, you'll eventually get found out, or that it'll cut off. So I was like, nah, bro, don't do that. And he eventually didn't end up doing it. So that was one moment where, I actually had somebody I knew that was trying to cut a corner. But I always, try to keep everybody from cutting corners. Whether it's something like small, whether it's something big, like somebody chasing a passion or a dream, somebody doing something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's content, a clothing brand, whatever it is they're doing, music. I try to, encourage all my friends, all the people I really know to, not cut corners because it's just not going to work out for you in the end, bro. You're not going to feel accomplished. You want to do it the hard way, bro. Nothing good comes easy. We always hear that, right? Nothing good comes easy, and that's true. The journey is not easy. The success is around the corner, but it's a long path to getting around that corner. You're not just going to go, I'm around the corner to success. No, it's not going to happen like that. The path to success is hard. It's a long journey, but, you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready to go through it, like, fully. You got to be ready to go through that. You got to expect challenges, obstacles. That's something, that's going to come with it. All the billionaires, all the millionaires, bro, I'm pretty sure they've cut corners, but they've went through obstacles. The people who did it the right way, they've gone through challenges and obstacles, but who doesn't love a challenge? Me, I'm somebody who loves a challenge. Like, if it's going to be challenging, then sign me up because it's a test for me to grow, for me to find out something new about myself. When you find yourself in a challenge, find yourself doing something that's challenging, you end up finding out something new about yourself that you didn't even know, a skill you didn't even know you had, something you didn't even know you could do, but you did it, or you found out you had that because you were up for that challenge. So me, I love a challenge. I don't like to cut corners. If I do cut a corner and it's a small thing, like, I'll end up feeling guilty about it. But when it's something I really want, like content or something else I'm chasing, I'm not going to cut corners. I'm going to try to get it the right way, the truest way, because that's the best way to get it. That's the best way to get it. So my journey that I'm on, it's a long journey, but we're going to make it to the end. My success is around the corner. Your success is around the corner, but we're going to get to that success, by not cutting that corner. So that's what I have for y'all today. Love y'all, as always. So y'all stay blessed, stay safe. Keep God first. Stay patient because it's on the way. Catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.